Hi, my name is Emma. I'm headed to the past if you want to come. As you can see, we have arrived in a magical time, a time before the Industrial Age, where everything is beautiful and untouched. Okay, let's go to the Dark Ages where it all began. Welcome to the beginning of the Industrial Age. No one knows this, but the best and worst times are soon to come. And that's where it all started. Let me elaborate. After the discovery of fossil fuels, new discoveries kept popping up left and right. Okay, back to the present. We are now seeing the effects of using fossil fuels. The effects of global warming and climate change are now falling on us like cats and dogs. That brings me to the question, what is climate change? Before the Industrial Age, climate change was caused by a small change in the Earth's orbit. It changed the temperature of the Earth slightly, but small enough for the animals and environment around it to adapt to it. Now, climate change is the effect of human activity said by 97% of climate scientists. Humans are producing CO2 100 times faster than ever before. Climate change occurs when the amount of greenhouse gases in the Earth's atmosphere increases so much that the temperature starts to rise. You may ask, what are greenhouse gases? Greenhouse gases are made up of 82% carbon dioxide, 10% methane, 5% nitrous oxide, and 3% fluorinated gases. When the greenhouse gases rise in the atmosphere, it allows heat radiated from the sun into our atmosphere and keeps the heat from escaping. But the more greenhouse gases in the atmosphere there are, more heat gets trapped in and increases the Earth's temperature. This is called the greenhouse effect. Because of global warming, there are a lot of things changing. In the last century, it is estimated to have gotten 1.2 to 1.4 degrees Fahrenheit warmer. 10 out of the last 13 years have been the warmest recorded in history. There are three big problems. The first is the ocean. The oceans regulate the Earth's temperature and provides 50% of Earth's oxygen. Climate change has increased the ocean's temperature by 0.3 degrees Fahrenheit since 1969. Ocean acidification is the rise of acidity in the ocean's chemistry as a direct effect from carbon dioxide in the atmosphere reacting to salt water. Since the late 1800s, the ocean's acidification levels have increased 80%. Higher acid content results in putting calcifying species at risk. This is an issue because 1 billion people rely on seafood as their protein. The other issue with the ocean is rising sea levels. In the last century, sea levels have rose 6.7 inches, but the rate in the last decade has doubled. As the ocean gets warmer, the water starts to swell, and glaciers and ice sheets are melting. Since 1994, 400 billion tons of ice has melted. The rise of sea levels causes coastal regions to flood too. The next problem is increased extreme weather events. Natural disasters will become more frequent and intense as the temperatures rises. Natural disasters are a clear image of climate change's effect because of its immediate effect it has on humans. The third problem is the health of the people. In urban areas, the warmer atmosphere creates an environment that traps and increases the amount of smog. Smog can cause many health issues on people, including asthma, heart disease, and lung cancer. Now don't forget that these are just a start to all the issues that arise with higher temperatures. There are three things that will create such a large positive change. The first is energy. We currently burn fossil fuels to create most of our energy. A way to fix that is renewable energy. Renewable energy doesn't produce CO2, it is eco-friendly, and it will create more and better paying jobs for people, and it is cheaper. Next is conserving and protecting nature. Every second, a football field worth of rainforest is being cut down. Rainforests house 1/4 of the carbon on Earth, and when destroyed, the carbon rises into the atmosphere. And once deforestation occurs, it is destroying thousands of homes of animals. One of the biggest problems is the food we eat. Agriculture uses intense machines and chemicals to mass produce the food we see in the store because it is easy and cheap. 1/3 of the Earth's soil is dedicated to those food systems are severely degraded by our actions, causing deforestation in exchange for more farmland. Food systems also account for 1/3 of the greenhouse gas emissions Eating less red meat is one way of reducing your carbon footprint. Cows produce methane, which is 27 times more potent than carbon. So eating locally, less red meat, and composting your waste are easy ways to make a big impact. This is your time to make a change. For the past 8 millenniums, the level of CO2 in our atmosphere has never rose above 300 ppm. But since 1950, CO2 levels have rose above 400 ppm. We have around 12 years to step up and make a difference that will count. Making small changes to your lifestyle will make a large impact on our environment and future of this planet. For what it's worth, we as humans have created this problem, and now it is our chance to fix it.